Hello, everybody. Mr. Dorsey here with week 8 of writing. So this week we're going to select one memory and we're going to take that big idea and really funnel it down and break it down into a smaller moment by adding more detail. So at this point you should have a collection of memoirs. And remember, memoirs are not made up stories or events. They're something that you actually been through and you went through. And what we need to think about is how we can turn this big idea into a smaller memory or smaller story. So I'm going to talk about my sister, and the big idea is about my sister graduating. But what smaller moment can stem from that? And I'm going to tell you that by how things looked, how they sounded, how they felt, and the emotions I felt during that time. So here we have my option 1. Again, the big idea is my sister Cassandra. And here's some smaller moments. We got a tattoo together. I remember her graduating high school. I let her drive my car and then seeing her cry for the first time. So I'm going to focus on her graduating high school. So, is there one moment that really came from that? I'm not going to tell you all about my sister, and I'm not going to go back, tell you her life story. I'm going to get specific about one moment that stems from the big event of her graduating high school. So, one thing that I clearly remember and I clearly felt emotion about was when we moved her into her dorm room. And here's my example of that. So I'm going to read it to you. So Cassandra is my little sister, and moving her into her dorm room was a hard experience. I remember carrying those heavy boxes up 4 flights of stairs. I was more nervous than she was. I had this feeling in my stomach that I couldn't handle. My little sister was moving on without me. I could tell she was nervous too, but she wasn't trying to show it. I still remember carrying up that last box. This was it, I thought to myself. Once everything was in her room, my father and I made sure she didn't need anything else. She said she was going to be okay, and then the tear dripped down her face. She began to realize that this was the separation she had dreaded. I gave her one last hug before I left and told her I loved her. She replied with, "I love you too." So I hope you were able to capture the feelings that I felt during that time. Again, I talk about some of the senses, those heavy boxes, the feeling in my stomach. I'm realizing she's nervous and I'm nervous as well. The tear dripping down her face really hurt me. And that last goodbye hug was the final straw of my feelings during that moment. So this is what you're going to do this week. You're going to reread your memoirs, and I hope you guys have some big ideas, but we really want to funnel that down into a small moment. Help your reader relive that moment with you. Relive it. Why is this event important to you? Continue to add details to your memoir. Again, please reach out to your homeroom teacher or myself if you need assistance with writing memoirs this week. I hope you all are safe, and I hope you all have a wonderful day.